Ready, Rocco?
Yes, sir.
All right, finally get started. I'm excited to get started. Today is our report day, or used to be report day, but now that everyone's here most of the summer, we just have a few guys coming in. We got paperwork to fill out for compliance, do a little bit of meetings, and then get started practicing tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. I thought we had a very good summer. I'm very impressed with the way our players tested out this past week. We're a much stronger football team than we've been. I think we're a faster football team than we've been. And I really like the way our leadership was over the summer and our team chemistry. And I feel like we got a team that really likes each other. We got a team where we have leaders from within, which always, I believe, give you a chance to have a special team. We also did some nice things over the summer that got away from football that they enjoyed doing with our community service, and all that was really good. We elected captains a week ago. I thought the team did a good job with that. Defensively, D'Angelo Brown and Keith Kelsey, obviously been starting the last 3 years now. Both guys are very productive and very good leaders as far as how they play the game, and they both do a really nice job of bringing guys along with them. You know, Keith has been a leader of the defense the last 2 years. He makes all the calls out there, and very, very smart, intelligent player. D'Angelo is a big physical run stopper who a year ago learned how to transition that into pass rush, and I think you'll see even a better player this year. Offensively, they voted Brandon Radcliffe in, Tobiah Hughley, and Lamar Jackson. We asked everybody to vote for 2 captains on offense, 2 on defense, and the offensive votes were so close that we decided to name all 3 of them captains. We will vote one more captain, a special teams captain, prior to the first game. Felt like we needed to practice and go through all our special teams meetings to really have one person stand out that would be that captain. As far as the roster goes, Michael Boykin will not be with us. He was declared ineligible. He is enrolled in a junior college, and that's really all I can say about him. Gary McCray still has a few things that he's working on. We're very optimistic that he'll be here soon, but it hasn't been stamped and put together just yet. James D'Amato, we had scheduled to be a gray shirt, the guy that was going to sit out the first semester, go to a local community college, and take 6 hours. We decided now to bring him in. He's on his way right now as we speak, and will be enrolled in school and start practicing tomorrow, ready to go. As far as the way we're going to organize practice, for the first 3 days we'll have split practices, where what we call the newcomers will practice in the morning at 8:50, and then the vets will practice in the afternoon at 4:20. Normally I go 4 days and then come together on that 5th day, but because the 4th practice just happens to be media day, we'll go ahead and practice together on the 4th practice. We call them the newcomers group because the majority of them will be new players, but to be able to balance out offense, defense, and really get the looks, there will be some vets, or because of class schedule, there will be some vets that go in the morning, and then there will be some younger guys that go in the afternoon. Now that's one of the unique things now, is balancing this out with still being in class. We'll actually have 5 days this year where our players are still in summer school, 3 this week and 2 next week. So that's kind of a unique situation. I am really looking forward to the competition. I think there'll be great competition for starting spots, for who's second, who's third. I truly believe that the players set the depth, the way they go out and practice, and their consistency and their production. I also believe that as a player, you need to show your teammates that you're the starter, and that the team knows who should be out there and who's going. So my mindset for our football player is I need to go out and prove to my teammates I'm the starter. And I do think there'll be great competition with all the guys we have coming back. And I think that will really be exciting. So, specialists will be one area that we'll really look at. You know, I'm not sure exactly who our kicker will be right now. It'll be a good competition between Evan O'Hara, Blanton Creaky, Anthony George is a guy that might be in the competition more so for the kickoff guy than particularly the extra point field goals, but we are going to give him an opportunity for that. We do have a new guy, Austin Lazuski, who has been with us all summer. That's a preferred walk-on. That is, I thought in high school was very, very talented. So looking forward to seeing how he does. Mason King and Austin Johnson will compete for the punting. I thought Mason had a very good spring. He's very strong, very talented guy that needs to get more consistent with his drop so he can be consistent with his punts. Austin Johnson has been very impressive to me. He's a true two-step punter, so we really feel like that our chances to get it blocked go way down with him in there. He's a guy that won a state championship as a starting quarterback / punter / kicker, so his competitiveness and his ability to make plays when the pressure's on, something that I think will really help him as a punter and his chances to be the starter. So that will be those two positions will be something that we truly watch and have great competition every single day to see how we come out. And always, just like every other position, the sooner they can separate themselves from each other, the better off it is. As far as expectation goes, I embrace the high expectations. That's what we want. We want to be in a situation where people believe, and our players believe, and I believe that we've got a chance to go compete to win a championship. Obviously, our fans have high expectations. There's a lot of excitement right now. The best thing for us is we get to quit talking about it and just go out and work on improving and get ready to practice and improve on a daily basis. And that's what our focus will be. I like the high expectations. I like what it does for the motivation for the off season. But now it's time to shut up and go work. Going to have Reggie Bonifant here today to talk to you a little bit. I'm excited to see Reggie and his development as a receiver. He's a little bit different shape than he was a year ago at this time. He's dropped some weight. He's running really well. He's one of our strongest guys, pound for pound, on the team. Obviously, we saw in the spring where he had that 43.5-inch vertical, which would put him up there, maybe touching the rim, maybe getting a dunk every now and then. But, we took the last 2 weeks of spring and focused with him developing as a wide receiver. Now, he's still very talented, so we're going to find ways to get the ball in his hand as much as we can and know that he'll be a real playmaker for us. He's also, one of the most impressive young men to me because he truly is all about what's best for the team. And whatever he could do to help the team, really since he stepped on campus here. And I'm very, very proud of the way he's handled everything, and I know he's going to come out and have a great year for us. With that, I'll just open up to questions.
What was bringing in D'Amato and kind of thoughts on that and his reaction to knowing he's
Yeah, we liked him a lot as a player, and now that we have a spot on the roster and a spot in the 105, we made the decision to might as well do it now. We were going to do it in January anyway, so I'm not sure what kind of shape he'll be in. That's always the thing that the young men always say, yeah, I've been working out, I'm running really hard, I'm lifting really hard. But when you're not doing it with the team, as we found out last year with Devontae Fields, it's a little bit different shape. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. But certainly, we feel like he would redshirt and then have 4 good years to play.
Coach, when it comes to recruiting and you find out somebody's ineligible, Is it at all a surprise, or do you kind of have the feeling all along when you're recruiting a kid that this could be a chance that this could happen, or do they sort of lead you on and make you think that they're all good to go?
Oh, there's really no leading on about it. When you go through the signing day, there's always 1, 2, 3 kids where you say, he's got a lot of work to do to get eligible, and they have work hard at it. Some of it has to do with the test score. Some have to do with improving their grades enough. So it's just one of those things that, on a yearly basis, happens.
Bobby, the split practices that you guys do with the young guys in the morning at the vets, does that just allow you to kind of get those young guys up to speed with how you guys want things done without really kind of wasted reps for the older guys?
Yeah, I really like it because what we do is we really say in our mind that we're starting our installation on practice number 4, and then we go back and do practice 1, 2, and 3 with the split practices. So we teach every drill that they're going to need to know. We install, we teach them how to do 7-on-7, how we're going to go about our business, and then we come back in practice number 4 and we start all over again. And it helps them get an opportunity, one, to be coached on every single play, which is going to be new for them. One of the things you find out in high school when they're the best player on their team, coaches end up coaching a lot of the other guys on the team. And now all of a sudden they're going to have a set of eyes on them every single play and encouraging them, instructing them, motivating them on a play-by-play basis, and it's going to be different for them. They're not going to be used to it. So I think that's a good thing. And it used to be in the old days when they couldn't come in the summer and be on scholarship and be around. They used to be able to come in 3 days early and have 3 rookie practices early, and then they kind of go stand on the side and practice the starters. Now they really have an opportunity to play earlier because they've been here all summer. They've been working out together. They're in the shape you need to be. Their comfort zone now. They were out of their comfort zone when they first got here for a month, but now they're used to it. So that's why you see so many freshmen playing throughout the country.
Bobby, what do you look forward to seeing from Lamar this season?
Being an overall quarterback, throwing the ball, going through progressions, throwing it down the field when it presents itself, dumping it off to the running back. All the things that we work so hard on between the bowl preparation and spring ball, and the things I thought he really, showed great improvement. His footwork, his delivery, and his ability to keep his vision downfield. And when he talks it, I want to see him run faster than he did last year. Thought he got caught from behind too many times.
Was there ever a conversation with him about having to buy in on being a better quarterback? I mean, it's easy to look at a guy who can run for 200 yards, throw for 200 yards, and say, that's how we're going to shape him. But at any point, did that conversation have to happen, or is that just sort of his natural progression?
Oh, absolutely not. Lamar, since he's first got here, has been a very, very coachable young man. He has dreams to play at the next level, and he wants to develop that way. He wants to be able to be a pocket passer and understand coverages and understand progressions. So, he's been great about it and very motivated to improve at it on a daily basis. Spent a lot of time up here this summer watching video. He's just a guy that I think has been very motivated to improve.
How does it change going into fall practice when you've got the guy at quarterback instead of last year where you kind of had 2 or 3 guys you're looking at?
Yeah, I think it gives you a better direction on what it is we want to do, and gives us a chance to get better at all areas because we're not trying to figure out who the quarterback is, how we're going to work the offense around them. I just think it gives everyone a chance to improve and get better.
You talked about how well Reggie's responded to the position switch. Is it difficult to ask somebody to go from quarterback, center of attention, leader of the team, to a completely different position? Does that weigh into that at all, you think?
Like I said, Reggie's been great. He's one of the most coachable guys I've ever been around. He's been very effective as a receiver and quarterback at the high school level. He did a great job when he played quarterback for us. He came in, beat Notre Dame, had some big games last year. He's just a great football player and will continue to get better for us.
Who are some of the guys on the offensive line that you really expect to take a step forward this year?
Well, you know, Jaron Christian and Lucas McNeil, I think, will really settle us down at the tackle position. Jaron started every game last year as a true freshman, which, when I think about it, is still amazing. Lucas, we had worked the guard position because we needed him to. He's back at his more natural position. He's one of the guys on our team that's very tough, very physical. Just his mentality and the way he thinks helps us be tougher as an offense. Really looking forward to the combination of Khalil and Keola as our guards. They're both very athletic, can really run, pull, very, very strong, two of the strongest guys on our team. And then with the buy inside. And then we got to bring along the backups, you know. We got Kenny Thomas coming back, who started a lot in the games for us last year. He'll work at both guard and tackle. And then the other guys, we just have to see how it all fits in. But those 6 guys, I think, will really, really help us on the line.
Bobby, what do you think about the battles at cornerback, Jair, Shaq, and these guys?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things you look forward to is the competition and guys having to come out and compete every single day. You know, I thought Jair had a great spring. He's stronger, he's faster. He played a lot last year as a true freshman. I think he's one of the premier punt returners that you're going to see in the country. You know, even like yesterday, we're working on our punt return team as a staff, and you see the way he returned the ball, and the guys made miss and the positive yards he got. Even on the long ones, he didn't get, he'd get us 9, 10, you know, and what you try to do is get a first down. He can get a first down for us every single time. That helps the offense. And when you look at the last 2 victories of the season, he set up touchdowns that helped us win the game.
Can you comment on Jordan Davis? Is he-
Yeah, Jordan is here. He's a guy that we think will redshirt this year and compete next spring for a starting job.
In terms of your freshmen, would your preference be to try and redshirt most of them, or do you wait through camp before you decide?
Yeah, we need to wait, through camp and see who's ready to compete. And you always think of really, number 1, who's physically ready to play. Number 2, are they mentally ready to play? And then number 3, do you have a need for them to play right now? So as we get into camp and get going, those 3 factors will come into play. There might be a couple guys this year that maybe are ready to play and we just don't have a need that we could end up redshirting. But in their minds, they need to approach it that they're going to play. They're going to affect the depth, help us in special teams, and find a way to get on the field as a true freshman.
What would you like to see from the running back core, and how do you want to see those guys used?
Yeah, consistency is the first word that comes to my mind. And when I say that, I'm talking about pass protection, catching the ball. All 3 of them can really run with the football, and they've improved and gotten better doing that. But we need to be more consistent in our pass protection and where we need to be on our routes. How do I affect the coverage? And if I don't affect it, I catch the ball and make a play catching the ball. So I think as much as we say Lamar Jackson can help us improve on our passing game, our running backs need to help us improve our passing game.
Amir, what do you think of the new rule that allows coaches to retweet the recruits?
I haven't thought of it at all. Not one bit. I think our assistants have, but I haven't even thought of it at all.
One more question for Coach, players up here.
I mean, this might be a little off the beaten path, but it's.
They always preface the questions and you're in trouble.
Jeremy Smith's dad is very involved with listening to our radio station and calling in. Have you noticed anything like leadership-wise out of Jeremy that might be from his dad, or any qualities that come out of that?
From his dad listening to the radio?
No, from just his dad being involved in the program and being so interested in it.
Jeremy, I think, has done a great job. I think he's really grown up. I think he's different than he was a year ago. His relationship with the players and his leadership and the smile on his face. I think he's really doing a great job for us. Okay, thank you.